all the action here. This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ready!
Up the middle, Jones. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ready, ready! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Raiders at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You talk about this Jets defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let him dink and dunk all day long.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, The coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Let's go now. Hurt.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And it's a touchdown from the Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach? And boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. Got to create them. Get so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in that meeting. Yeah. But they like you. On 3rd and 2, Charles. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, go steal. Trouble, 38. Thanks.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Robinson. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. Second down and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Weaver. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Hey, go Fury. Check, cut.
Robinson on a give right side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Cowboy 80.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And that one complete to Hodgins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Ready, set.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Off play action. Charles. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Ready, break.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On the set.
2nd and 10.
Hey, check mega.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Let's go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 51 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Charles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ready?
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Okay.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they are able able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Ultra.
Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Charles. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw again. Charles. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down to force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Viking 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Seven Pirate. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Hassan Reddick, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you get
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
the Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Jacobs trucks over him, and he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another Nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Charles. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
To throw on third down, Charles.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Inside the 10.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 64 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Let's go now.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Go.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Charles. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This is brought in at the 21.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Street! Bronco switch! Bronco, rig it!
Second down, Jacobs once more.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. From the gun on 3rd down, Charles. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Clock, 10. Opposite. Green.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends.
Let's go now.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Robinson with another carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Steal. Check steal. Check man. Ready.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
I got you, boy.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it at the 15. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hey, go Fury.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Their mobile, agile quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 6.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the set.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt.
See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Ready.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep.
Come on.
But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready.
2nd and 9.
Go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Big Lion. Check up.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah,